Who plays Animal Crossing? Obviously, it's me and you, but who really plays Animal Crossing? We're investigating a really interesting report about who is playing this game 6 months in, as well as space updates for Animal Crossing. The idea of freaking presets to make your Animal Crossing photos even prettier. And of course, a wonderful new item that hit the game today. We're talking all about the week in AC. Everybody, what's going on? It's Zach from SwitchForce. Love you guys so much. Hope you had a wonderful long weekend. Marshall is singing the songs of the times. It's September, my friends. I hope the year will quickly end, but not before the fall update to make amends for Brewster, Jack, and farming and cooking. At least that's what we're hoping for. I think that update's going to hit in the next couple of weeks. Hopefully a trailer soon. In the meantime, though, take a look at this. The Animal Crossing devs were giving a really big talk all about the game. One thing they emphasized was how they're trying to keep the game fresh, which I hope eventually means new NPCs. Smash that like button if you'd love to see more new characters added to the game. And let me know in the comments down below who you want most back in New Horizons. But look at this chart. One side is male, one side is female. And then the numbers along that y-axis are showing the ages. And you can see that, interestingly, it's mostly 20-year-olds and 30-year-olds playing the game, with a substantial amount of 40-year-olds enjoying Animal Crossing. Almost as many 40-year-olds as 10-year-olds, which is really crazy. I think a lot of people believe Animal Crossing, or at least before New Horizons, thought of Animal Crossing, frankly, just to be honest, as a game for younger girls. And that is not the case. First of all, the audience is split 50-50 between male and female, which is awesome. And honestly, that's the perfect game, right? A game that appeals to everybody. Such an achievement for the developers, and so much fun that they found something that is cute and cuddly, rewarding and fulfilling, exciting with gameplay and graphics, multiplayer, so many good elements to make it this way. And I love to see that our age group is the most popular. It's people in their 20s and 30s that were probably a little bit bummed out by the pandemic and have grown up with Nintendo, loving the Switch and enjoying the heck out of this game. So it's so good to see that the audience, one, does scale the chart so wonderfully. But we've got such a strong core of 20 to 30-year-olds enjoying the heck out of AC, playing every day. Does that make sense to you? It seems something that, I don't know, I guess I thought it would skew younger. But it's really cool that it skews right where I am. It makes me feel less old. It makes me not feel like an old man. I feel young and like I'm the prime demographic for AC New Horizons, which is sweet. I love that a lot. I also want to show you guys this. The moon rug. It's now available today until October 10th. You can go grab it at the Nook Stop for 2,000 bells for Moon Viewing Day. It is a little rug. It kind of looks like a spillage of either egg batter or cookie dough. But at the same time, it looks like a moon that Cranston stepped with his little tiny skinny feet on. And it also kind of just looks like a moon, maybe crisped a little, like a toasted marshmallow, when it's just toasted just right. You hold it over. Oh, I want s'mores now, but there's no s'mores for me to have. There is an island that is an absolute mess, and I finally realized I have a pollination problem. You guys have been pointing it out in the comments in the streams for a while now, and I was like, no, this is how it's supposed to be. It's cute, it's cool, it's very wonderful for bugs, but I'm starting to realize that this is a bit of a problem. There are too many flowers, so I need a cleanup idea. We gotta have a brainstorming session. Do I erase all the flowers and start from scratch? Do I try to peel a few away to make it manageable? Or do I just let it run free? Free as the wind. Let it all go. And never be able to drop anything or pick anything up. It's actually really hard to shake things out of trees when you have flowers everywhere. It's really hard for presents to fall when you have flowers everywhere. It's really hard to do a lot of things when you have flowers everywhere. And I'm getting stung by bees, mosquitoes, and all sorts of other bugs, so I probably should remove them. A little bit of island work is definitely happening in the near future. Maybe we'll have to stream it. That could be fun to rework Peach Reef live, especially since there's no Brewster yet. Flick is here to catch some bugs, but also to catch wind of some really cool things happening in the world of AC. I want to talk to you guys about this one. If you guys are familiar with Instagram or social media, you know about presets. They're basically filters that make your photos look a little bit prettier. It's not photoshopping, it's just overlaying with a color scheme that is usually very creative and very appealing, and apparently that is coming and has come to Animal Crossing. People are selling Animal Crossing presets for $4 to $6 to help make your island really fit its aesthetic. So if you're looking for cottagecore or the newly and kind of creepy kid core. Me and Pat were talking about that on Nook Talk. By the way, the podcast, I'm the co-host now every freaking Wednesday at 6 p.m. Eastern. You guys should check it out. It's so much fun. We have a blast. We take your questions live. We talk all about AC, new happenings, and me and Nintendo Talk just have a hoot of a time. A hoot. Brewster would be proud. But anyways, selling these presets to make the photos help fit either your witchy vibes or your kidcore vibes or whatever vibe you're going for. A lot of really nice overlays. Now, I don't know that I would ever want to pay to have my AC screenshots look a little bit prettier, but if you're someone that spends 1,000 hours on your island, I can see $4 to $6 being a totally worthwhile price to pay to really make your island's pictures fit the motif and the mood that you have been massively investing to achieve. I just thought this was cool, and if you're creative enough to create a preset and overlay, it's neat that people are buying them. You know, this one right here is called Country Bee for $4 from Sleepy Luck. And these people, you know, have different pages where we can see what they're buying and selling. You can get like a toy box preset, or like winter presets, which are fun, or fairy floss, which is so cute, baked Alaska, powdered sugar, black forest cake, very, very nifty. Veggie Patch is going to be perfect for when cooking and farming arrive, hopefully soon. Please come soon. But I just thought that was really nifty and kind of a nice touch to continue to expand Animal Crossing beyond the game itself into the real world and fuse our 20 and 30-year-old lifestyles with the game we love so much, even 6 months in. Over to Reddit, always a treasure trove of great ideas. My concept for the next Animal Crossing game from WeKid. This blew my mind. I all of a sudden started thinking about this game, a spin-off to Animal Crossing New Horizons called Animal Crossing Adventures, and it's where you get to take the NPCs to special locations for kind of like a mini game, but also adventure. You know how at the beginning of the game there's all these objectives and it's more lore-based as you try to work your way up to Nook's Cranny and the Able Sister shop and the museum and eventually KK arriving at Resident Services? What if there was an AC spin-off game where that game idea or that sort of structure was implemented across many worlds, underwater, outer space, the jungle, and you took certain NPCs like Adventure with Nook in outer space, Adventure with Flick deep in the jungle, go underwater with Pascal, and you had like many challenges that you had to accomplish, kind of levels per se, and it was much more of an adventure game with AC, less about crafting and DIY, and I know that is taking away the core of what makes Animal Crossing, but we've seen them kind of botch Amiibo Festival and try Happy Home Designer, an adventure game with the AC characters. They look so beautiful in New Horizons. The models of the characters are fantastic and so fun and fresh. They could really create like a big adventure, and space would be one of the first places I want to go. Or just give us an expansion where instead of building an island, we build a moon base with my main man Nook, and everybody's bouncing and floating. I want to see Astronaut Judy. I want to see Alien Stitches. I want to see Anka establish a pyramid on the moon. I think it would be brilliant, and I love this idea. I also love recreation of this Tiana scene from Princess and the Frog from Mel Honeybee. So what now? I reckon you want to kiss. I love using the camera to create awesome instances, and I wish there was a way to either reward us Pokemon Snap style for getting cool pictures, grade them or something of the sort, but in the meantime you can use your filters from your presets that you purchase and just put the filters aside and post these photos on Twitter or Reddit, and it's great to see people creating such clever stuff 6 months later. I love this so much. This DIY coaster is also really fun. It comes from Section Informal. Imagine getting a cute DIY coaster, like, what's the recipe? On the backside, it's probably like a fortune cookie. Maybe it's going to be for a, I don't know, a moon rug, or perhaps it's going to be for a celestial clock, or maybe it's going to be for a mush lamp, which I love. Instead, no. You already know this DIY recipe. Animal Crossing is even sassy in real life. Love that a lot. This is beautiful. I've always wanted to go to New Zealand, and Fake Peonies is setting up the perfect setting for Lake Takapo in New Zealand. Those flowers are unreal. Is it really that many shades of purple in real life with the mountains in the background and the sunset looking so beautiful? Majestic in a way that only movies are able to create, but apparently New Zealand as well. I need to travel there. Once the world opens up and COVID is a curse of the past, I can't wait to explore more of the globe, but I love that they did create this beautiful scene in AC. And I do have to say, their flower density is nice. It does not compare to mine, so this picture makes me want to keep my flower density, even though it's very cumbersome and downright inefficient. I need to go to this lake in New Zealand. Last but not least, we've got a wonderful post from Lalamine or Lalamine. Meet Tresh, an opossum villager. As much as I love Brewster, he is my number one. But close behind is new villager species, my friends. Imagine hunting mystery islands and stumbling upon a new possum villager. This dude is so freaking cool. I love the look and aesthetic, and we need more animal types. I've been a big fan of sharks, hognose snakes, other sorts of lizards, geckos, and amphibians, and I really now like the idea of bats and possums. Please put them in the game, Nintendo. I think new villager species is something we probably never get unless this game magically extends into a DLC expansion for pay, but I'd love to see them in year 2, since they've already got the holiday lineup laid out, utilize their updates to introduce new NPCs, brand new ones, like we talked about at the top, and new villager species. I want the dude, and he's floating in the river. He's floating in the freaking river. This is combining all of my favorite ideas. New villager species, fun guys to find on mystery islands, and floating down the rivers with placeables in our streams. Make it happen, Nintendo. I'm counting on you, and I'm counting on that fall update hitting soon because I'm getting antsy. I want something new. I know you guys do as well. This was super fun, though. Let me know what you think about the player base. Are you surprised that it's 20s to 30s? And would you rather have Tresh added to the game? Or do you want my Animal Crossing Adventures spin-off series? I think that'd be super, super fun. Moon-based building, come on. You know, like SimCity went to Sim Tower and Sim Zoo. Come on. Animal Crossing Islands, Animal Crossing Space Base. That sounds fantastic. The game is saying goodnight, so I will as well. Have a fantastic rest of your day, everybody. I love you so much. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay smart out there. Smash that like button if you're ready for more AC. Let me know in the comments down below what you want most in the game. And until next time, have a fantastic day. I love you a lot. SwitchForce out.